starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
Can I get a remix? What is going on, friends and fam? It's Thursday, July 1st, day 9/13 in a row, and yes, we're gonna get into it, just like we do every day, so subscribe, ding the bell, and I'll see you in a second.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but
threshed out the hate. It's Thursday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking
and it's Renaissance Man.
another way
To ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show. Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 913 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single day. So make sure you subscribe, you ding the bell. And remember that this show is live every single night at 10 p.m. And that'll continue forever, guys. Listen, 913 days in a row, we're just kind of rolling through. Who saw the Grateful Dead bit that I put out earlier? Anybody see that? Look, it's the story everyone wants to know. It's the story everyone didn't know. The Grateful Dead, the greatest heavy metal band that never was. You missed it. It happened. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we could take over the world. Just people draining blood. Sacrifices everywhere. Jerry Garcia was like, nah, let's go a different route. You missed the whole story. You should go see it. It's in my playlist. But look, that happened, you know. How is everybody doing out there? We are going to do something tonight. I don't know what yet. If it's going to be some comedy. I'm sure it's going to be some comedy. But we also have a guitar everywhere. A beat seat right here. So we're going to rock and roll. We have to get a song out there because we have one down and another 12 to go for July. It's kind of, I was thinking about this. It's kind of a sad thing that I don't even spend any time appreciating what I've put out. I just put out album 6 yesterday, 2 days ago, and I'm already like focused on getting album 7 out by July 30th, you know? And this album, guys, I gotta say, I'm like, every time I put out a new one, I'm like, oh, this is the best one I've ever put out. But this one, I'm serious, it could be the best one I've ever put out. Jason, I'm so glad you'll be back, brother. Oh. Sage Pop said he saw the Dead play a bunch of times. My story about the Dead and the metal Dead, we'll call them the Grateful Metal Heads. That was just the way I saw it. I never heard their music, and when someone said the Grateful Dead, I just assumed that they were some freaking hard rock, like smash your head, like, you know, like Grateful Dead. I mean, come on, if you just heard the name and you never heard the music, you'd be like, that's a freaking hard rock band right there, the Grateful Dead, the Deadheads. I remember thinking that. I heard Deadheads when I was like 9, and I was like, that scares me. The Deadheads? They're just banging their heads against stuff? Like, what are we doing here? Oh my goodness. So, we do have a woohoo coming up. I'm getting my woohoo. Something to live for. Can I get a woohoo from Mr. Matt Zabrowski, the hired hand for the day? Woohoo! Thank you, Zabrosk. You can't go wrong with a woohoo. I'm just letting you know that up front. Some people are like, oh, I could go through without a woohoo. I'm like, okay, I dare you to try. Oh, look, I did it. No, you didn't. You were like this, and then you were like, afterwards. Don't even tell me I didn't see your face switch from to because of the freaking woohoo. We all know it. Scientifically proven. Yeah. They did a study. When you heard the woohoo, something inside changed. It's like the friggin' Hulk, but positively. Not like the Hulk where you angered him, turned into a green guy, go and kill, blow up, take down, you know. No, like the opposite. You transformed for the positive. That happened. Yeah. So, I mean, look. That's what we're here to do. You know, you have to make sure you know what's going on out there, you know, at all times. So anyway, I'm so excited for us to continue this daily mission towards, I don't freaking know. Like, there's no end game here. Someone the other day said, why? Why are you back again? Like, why 9:30, 9:14, 9:15? What are we doing? I don't know. I'm showing up. I don't know what we are going to do. I have never known what we're going to do for 913 days. And all of a sudden, we now have an idea. Did you guys see the spammer that just dropped something in the chat? Holy cow, that's hilarious. So the one time I get somebody from Facebook to show up, I'm Zuckerchooched every other time. So they get the sponsors. You know how they sell ads to people on Zuckerchooch book? They're like, oh, look, we're going to get you in front of the people you want to see. They give Zuckerchooch, the window gives them right into the Renaissance Man show. Zuckerchooch is like, nobody watches because we have it shadow banned. They send in all the ads. These Dr. Kadura healing herbs comes right in through the show. And here, now that's the only views we get. Sponsored ads. They shadow ban the world so nobody can actually see it, but the ads get shown. Fake comments. Let's Zuckerchooch them and let's spam them at the same time. Call YouTube as well. Tell them what we're doing so they can continue to crap all over it as well. That's an idea. Oh my goodness. So guys, we are going to rock and we are going to just destroy the world of negativity with something we call the light of the freaking world. And you know, look, I'm just saying, that's what we're here to do. You can't come down here and be like, oh, yeah, you know what you're getting already. We're going to take this freaking guitar over here, right? That thing right there. Yeah. And we're going to be like, oh, what's this thing do? Well, first of all, it looks like my GR33 MIDI connector is hanging off the bottom of my Les Paul. So that's a start to the music section. But what happens is we take the old guitar and something happens where we just touch the strings. Really, this is what happens in the mind, in the creative mind. First of all, it may be nice if you could actually hear it. Now that's concerning. Oops, look, see this thing's flying off the box. That's not good. No, it's not going to stay at all. Ah, come on. Come on. There goes my piece of Velcro from, who knows when that guy got this thing and put it together. I took it off the ES-165 when we broke the neck during the filming of Batmark vs. Supermark. Look, you got to film Batmark vs. Supermark. You destroy the freaking thing in the process, it happened, you know? Oh, that's why. Maybe you should turn the volume. Maybe if you turn the volume up, you'll have a result. So you take the old guitar. Sonny! I'm playing the guitar, Sonny. Enjoy your cough. Right? I mean, what is he doing with the cough over there? Oh, our background. Can we get a little bit of a campground scene going? Is that appropriate for the eve?
I'm Dr. Nate Favini. I'm our medical lead.
Hi, Nate. How you doing?
I'm excited to be giving you a tour of our location.
Oh my goodness, I gotta do this guy.
The first thing you're going to notice about the location is that there's no waiting room. That's because there's no waiting here at Forward. You come right in and see your doctor and access to your doctor.
You come right in and you see your doctor and you have access to your doctor. And there's no waiting room at all. You don't have to wait. You just come right in, and waiting is no longer, it's a thing of the past. We're in the future now. And we don't have waiting. Okay, campfire music. Give me a little bit of quiet so we can play a little guitar here. So you may or may not know this is my invention, the beat seat. We're about to kick the friggin' hell out of it. Yeah. And we're going to see what happens, see if we can make up a song in real time. We like to do that here. We have 78 songs out in the world. 77 of them are live songs written right here in the moment. The other night we wrote one, and now we have to continue that process. So, we don't always know if we're going to create something that is good enough to go on the album. But we come out here every day to create something. So, I got to erase something. I can't erase that ever. That was our song. We just chose to call I Got the Nitro. I got the nitro. Dig it on. All right. It's freeing up space for something new. them at all, cloaked by some alien technology. You try to smell them out, you try to seek them out, but you can't seem to get anywhere. They're right there, I can feel them peering into my soul. So I try to retreat, try to find my way back to the street. But every door I take leads me back to this room. I can't get away. Quiet, don't speak, don't give your location away. You don't want to know you're hiding in that closet over there. 'Cause if they find you, there's no telling what they'll do. So keep your voice down, don't even breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't look for them as they wander by. Don't make eye contact with the light, 'cause it will drag you in, beam you into the light. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
somebody, yeah, hold it long as you can. If you excel, they're going to find you. And we don't want that, no telling what they're gonna do. Going to probe you. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. So don't breathe. I said don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. So don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Did we just write a song about alien abductions? Is that track 2 for the album? For album 7?
Don't breathe. So don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. So don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. So don't breathe. Don't breathe.
So, she's starting to bow a little. I got to give her the old 1-2 Magoo. You know, bring her to the guitar guy. Hey, can you do me a favor and give this old a look-see? Todd, how are you, my brother? Todd, you got to head over to the tuber and join everybody over here because we need to build out the platform here. We're getting closer and closer, guys. I don't know if we're getting closer and closer to 5,000. Which is it's just the closer we get to more people, the better, because we need to spread the light. And why am I half body right now? What are we doing over here? Oh, let's put the half body in there. How dare you come down here with disrespect? You paid disrespect to the Facce. Oh, yippity yappity you. Oh, there we go. Hold on a minute. Let's see if that sort of works. There we go. At least we got something going over there. So now you're not like, where's the rest of his body? Well, it is up here, I guess. You could. I put the echo on there too. I usually don't do that. Just throw a little reverb on, like. You know what's funny? I was just thinking to myself, right before the show, I really need to change my strings. I've been tearing it out. You know what I mean? And what do you freaking know? Now, I do have my ES-165. I wonder if I could take off the last string. Although I may have already done that. So we may be sans a last string. Let's see. Here would be a real trick if I could figure out how to write a song with one less string. This would be probably the most impressive thing that, for me personally, that I could ever do if I do this. This reminds me of when I was first playing. I used to love Bob Marley. What the heck? Oh, that's why I'm using the... Alright, so when I remember Bob Marley, there's a famous photo of Bob Marley, and he's got a string missing. And I was always like, how the freak is he playing? Like, songs without the string, the string he needs, you know? And... I don't know, you work with what you got, I guess. So right now I'm short a string, and the idea would be, can we play a song with one less string and see if it still sounds okay? trying to terrify them. So they hope if they bully you before you find it, that you'll fold, you'll give in, and you'll give away your precious time. Don't give in, don't give up this time. We only get this moment, and if we squander it, then you'll do nothing but regret. So I got to fight back now, before it's too late. Yeah, it's time to fight back. Oh, while we can, before it all ends, we've got to fight back. Fight back against the storm. I'll lead the way if I've got to. 'Cause nothing's gonna stop us, no. 9-13 in a row. We're just getting going, me and you. No, I'm not gonna stop. No, I'm not gonna, just gonna pour the gas on it. Yeah, it's time. It's time for us to rise up and fight. Rise up and fight. Rise up and fight. A moment like that, and 10 people on the planet experience. I hope you guys experienced what I did on that one. Absolutely. Track 3 on album 7. Holy freaking cow, guys. I can't believe that. One Last String. We wrote that song with a broken string. Now I gotta play the whole freaking thing when I put this out. Because I said we just broke a string. How cool. Bob Marley wrote a song with one less string. I was like, how did he do that? And then we just wrote a song with one less string. Now granted, it was the E string, so it's not like it's like I lost my D, which is like a big, connector or whatever, But that was pretty insane. What's it called? We Need to Fight? Something like that? Holy cow. It's, I I realized something. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research. And not even really, just been seeing a lot of people who are kind of, out there connected. And they said when people are able to, they said meditate. Or when they're able to meditate, they're able to go to a different plane. They're able to channel, essentially. And that the more you do it, obviously the stronger you get at it, but also you start to connect with different, this is what was being said, you connect with different beings in this fifth dimension. I'm just talking, okay, just hear this out. You connect with different people in the fifth dimension and you get information from them. I started thinking to myself, is that what's been happening for 78 songs plus now? 3 more tonight. No, 2 tonight. No, 3 tonight, right? Did we do 3 songs tonight? Holy freaking cow. But I'm channeling right now is what's going on. I don't know who or what I'm connecting with, but I'm connecting with something and it's coming right out. And every single night when I'm like, hey, we're going to try to write a song, we write stuff like that. And I'm like, what the freak is this? Are you kidding me? And then like sometimes I'm just like editing it for you guys and I'm like, I can't believe nobody knows about this. And I'm editing this stuff down like it's important. Like oh my God, I got to get it. I got an appointment in 2 hours and I'm doing this, that, another thing. Let me, for 10 minutes, see if I can edit this. And then the appointment's over. It's 5:30. Okay, I'm going home for the night. Let me spend an hour editing this. The people need to get this track. And then 35 people see it on the planet. But it's still, I feel like the importance is there. It has to get out there. So I keep dropping. I keep showing up. And I think I've probably, 1,500 videos. I don't know how many people have that many videos and they've been on for 10 years. I've been on for almost 3 years, I guess, and I'm every day, and you got a lot of additional clips. But the thing is, we should have had 1 million people watching that. People need to see when that happens, and it happens every night. So how do we get them here? Because those moments are important for everybody in this confused world. To show up and just connect and redirect themselves to the moment for that second with us every night when I find something on that guitar. It has to happen. I keep showing up assuming that, okay, more people will show up tonight. It's never happened. And I don't know. I just keep showing up. I'm going to keep showing up. But I don't know how to get them here, guys. Don't expect, oh, Mark's going to get them here. Just keep going, buddy. Yeah, I'll keep going, but it's just going to be us forever, guys. Just keep that in mind and be okay with it. I'm okay with it. But you should be okay with it too, because that's the way it's going to be. Unless you guys go out there and start getting people here. Because I'm doing everything I can. 913 days in a row, clips all day long. So, but when something like that happens, we need to fight back song. When the world's acting the way they've been acting for 4 or 5 years, the whole world should have heard that song. We could have come together on that song. Mandate this. These songs. Do you know what I heard today? I heard the full version of this. You guys didn't even know. That's not how it starts. It's amazing. We're going to watch that right now because Stop the Hate, we're going to watch that. Because this is something else that was channeled through me, okay, on album 3. And I wonder how many people have seen Stop the Hate. Let's check and see. A song that could save the freaking world. Let's see. Stop the Hate. Stop the Hate has how many views on the planet? Let's check.
Writing's not that easy, but
okay.
Grammarly can help. This sentence
A song as powerful as this, guys, right? And this is what makes me so frustrated sometimes when I think about all the work I put in. Okay? A song like this. Stop the freaking hate, okay? In a world like this that's filled with hate, someone writes a song that's called Stop the Hate, right? And it's this song. You tell me if 136 people on the planet should have seen this to date. I released it 2.5 months ago. 136 people, not 1,000, not 1,360, 136. You guys were each probably one of them. And if you're not, please quickly go over there and just give it a like. And a comment if you like this. But you hear the intro every day, so I'm pretty sure you do like it. But there's more to that intro. I'm thinking about getting the whole intro on for you guys so you can see how this really develops. Check this out. So much better than the way the intro of the show goes, because it's the full version.
Beef and a large drink for just $5.
A new world anthem, 136 people. Listen to how this develops, guys. This is what the world needs right now. Sit back and relax. Let's stop the hate. Live improvisation. All in the moment. Let's make it happen.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Whoa, until you meet us one day. Yeah.
Should all be singing this.
Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate. Wanna make it about everything, yeah. Yeah, stop the hate. And I've been here long enough just hoping we get the message, yeah. The world is still turned off from the light. Whoa, they're living in the darkness, no. They're living in the darkness, and they need to feel love and light. Time to stop the hate. Let's stop the hate. Stop the might be too late, but let's stop the hate. Whoa, oh, I can't see your fate. Time to stop the hate. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh yeah, let's stop the hate. Yeah, stop the hate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 da, 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 no, oh, 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 stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Let's stop it. Whoa, 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 stop it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. No, no, yeah. Stop the hate, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 stop the hate. Whoa, 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 yeah. No, no, yeah. Stop the hate, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let us stop the hate. Whoa, 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 yeah. No, no, yeah, let's stop the hate, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 let's stop the hate. Whoa, 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 yeah. No, no, yeah, let's stop the hate, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's stop it. Whoa. No, no. Let's stop it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop the hate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop Whoa, 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 stop the hate, stop the hate, yeah, 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 yeah. Stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate, yeah, 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 yeah. Stop the hate, 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 stop the hate. Oh yes, and let's stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate. Stop the hate, stop the hate, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate, yeah. Stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate. Stop the hate, stop the hate. Stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate, yeah, yeah. Stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate, yeah. Oh, let's stop the hate, stop the hate, stop the hate.
Right? Wow. Another wow moment, something channeled through that night, right? Rose, yeah, sometimes I'll get into a little danceroo where I'll throw a little mini version of myself on and I'm dancing to one of the tunes. It usually happens when we play something really upbeat, like A Smile Is Your Weapon, Your Smile is a Weapon, or Funk That, you know, those cool things. But stop the hate, guys. 136, come on. I'm going to give you the link real quick. You saw that just now. It's worthy of more than 136 views, correct? Please give it a share. Give it a like. There's the link. Hey, I like it. Hey, good job, Mark. I shared it with my friend in Alaska. His name is Sid. Sid already has it. But thanks for sharing it with Sid anyway, because now he has a second link. Now Sid can go right to the channel, or he can go to the email you sent. So thank you for that. You were being very thoughtful. You're like, I got a friend in Alaska. His name is Sid. I'll send it to him. Sydney? Sydney? Sid 45? Yeah. We know Sid 45. You know, we sponsor his drink every night. That's right, Sid 45. Yeah, when you getting yourself a nice drink, get yourself a Sid 45. That's right. There's nothing like a Sid 45 when it's negative 45 degrees here in Alaska. Get yourself a Sid 45. By Manon. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, guys. I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to come together right now because it's almost too late for that to happen. Like, there's a thing, it's so crazy, but it's like, some people create something or do something for a reason, and then it just gets wiped away, by history or something like that, and it's never known about. Like, I always thought about how many people had written songs that never be heard, because they didn't have recordings at the time, so they were written, and only the really, really like crazy catchy stuff, like Mary Had a Little Lamb or whatever, she kept up. The things like, the Zechariah was in the field and he fell over the stone. Those didn't stay. That speaker's killing me. It keeps doing that. I don't even have it on right now. Why? I want to be able to hear there we go. Zechariah falling over the stone. Yeah, that doesn't get much play, So bottom line, so the good ones stuck around, the wheels on on the old horse and buggy. They went round and sort of bumped around, on the Cherokee Trail. Anyway, listen, bottom line. I don't remember what the freak I was talking about. It really doesn't matter. Just anything matters better than, us fighting. We'd have to start common ground stuff, right? Let's have a nice old conversation. Part of being American. Part of being American is when you're American, you could be like, look, I just want to say this is how I feel. And then you as American, you could be like, I feel this way and it's different from you. And you'd be like, good for you over there. And then that person would be like, yeah, good for you too. I'm going to go and have a Milky Way. And you're like, great. I'm having a PB&J. Apricot. Who says apricot? I usually say apricot. I said apricot for the first time ever. Literally first time I've ever said that in my life. I prefer apricots. But you could have a tomato on it as well. Also never said that. Jokingly, I said tomato or tomato. I've said that, yeah. But I've never said it like colloquially. Hey, you know what? I'll have a tomato. No. Elbow in the fotch. Yeah. If you are the guy who's around going like, oh, I'll have a tomato. Excuse me, Michael. Excuse me. Yes, I ordered a tomato. Excuse me, what did you order? A tomato. You ordered a what? Was that like a Japanese meal? What did you say? A tomato. A tomato. What is a tomato? What is that? What is amatomo? I don't even understand what you said, sir. Can you explain that one more time? A tomato. We don't have that here. You don't have a tomato here. Derek, can you believe it? No tomatoes. Yeah, I know. I like my tomatoes cut very razor thin. Michael, tomato. Give me 2 tomatoes on the side. Cut them up nice and thin. Tomatoes. Yes, it's the Japanese guy over there. Bring him over. Oh my goodness, guys. Tomato. Excuse me, Michael, can you please get me a potato too? I'm looking for a couple of tatos. Give me a tomato and give me a potato. Okay? I want a tomato potato double decker. Can you do that? Can you make me a pizza with tomato and potato and do a potato mato dato pizza? You could throw it in extra long. I like it crispy. I really love when the tomatoes get the potatoes crispy on top. There's an oil thing that happens on the potatoes, and it just leaks over the tomatoes over onto the, let's call it the potato sauce. Can you make that for me? Oh, goodness. Jason! Where be Future Mark? Good question. Where is Future Mark? He hasn't been around in a few days. What is Future Mark doing? He's just kind of hanging back. You're like, what's going on? You know what, Friday night movie night. We may get a little, I still haven't gotten to Future Mark on the last episode, which was episode 7, and we did an hour plus, so that's why it's been a little tough to get to that one. But I still have, you guys didn't see this, but Goggles yesterday, Goggle Moderator. Goggle Moderator was one of the funniest bits ever. It's only 7.5 minutes. I'm going to drop it for you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to, if I finish this show up early enough tonight, and we got started on time, so we'll see. But if I do, I'll work on episode 7 of Back to the Future Mark. Future Mark. And we'll see what happens. Nancy, how are you? Good to see you. Verte, good to see you, my brother. Rose is kicking it on the prairie. I don't even know what that means, but we're prairieing it tonight. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're here on the prairie. And Sid's over there, Sid 45. Guys, when you need your liquor, make sure you order your Sid 45. They're available down below. Check the description. Sid 45s, and they're on sale. You can get a 6-pack for 6,229 rupees. You can only buy it in rupees right now. We don't have the conversion to US dollars yet. But if you got rupees, you can make that order tonight. Sid, did you figure out how to exchange the rupees for money yet? Because I know that was something he said was trying to figure out still. He's like, look, I'll take the rupees, but like, then what? You know, like, okay, cool, I got the rupees. But then, like, what do you do with rupees if you can't go and, like, you know, change them out and get money for the rupees? Like, nobody wants rupees sometimes. They're like, I don't feel like it. I'm good with the rupees at the moment, you know? Like, if you came in with German Deutschmark, we'd be good. Like, I'd be like, okay, good, here you go, exchange that thing out. But when you come by with rupees, I'm like, I'm good on the rupee situation, you know? You got a big pile of rupees. You're like, I sold Sid 45s. Everybody for rupees, part of the world. They're like, I'm buying a Sid 45 to go to bed. Sid gets the Sid 45s out to them. They all sign. The rupees come through in the mail. He buys them in the mail. A couple people send in some powder. It's not anthrax. No, it was just like somebody was just shaving, like a talcum powder. It happens sometimes, but most of them were rupees. And when they got there, Sid had a big pile of rupees. It was like an old cartoon where you have that big pile of rupees behind him. And he's there, and then all of a sudden he's like, well, geez, how am I going to exchange these? Everywhere he goes, they're like, oh, rupees? Sorry, we're not interested. We're not in the business of rupees. Sorry, you have Deutschmarks? No? Okay, good, sorry. Look, if you had sterling, British sterling, or if you're working with US dollars, good to go. You know, rupees, no, we're not good on that one. You know, go and find a Russian or something and see if you can work with them. You know, you can do some sort of back end, 20 cents on the dollar, whatever, you know, because we are not interested in your situation there. Rupees, no, we're not into it. Sorry. Do like your product though. Sid 45 is very good. I had a friend of mine buy it for me. He had rupees. And so, like, I was there at his house one night. He's like, look, this is cool. I just sent it through the mail. He was the one that was shaving talcum powder. He was talking to the guy who came through the mail. Sorry, Sid, but you know what? Love the product. Good stuff. I'm curious, are you going to make like a Sid 45 squared where you do the Bach version? You know, so instead of it being like a 4.2 on the alcohol, you know, you're going to do like an 8.4. You know, you're thinking about we're just giving you ideas because we do like the Sid 45. If you're going on a malt level anyway, you could push it up to an 8.4. I'm not trying to tell you your business. I mean, you are Sid 45. So like, that's not me to be like, hey, you should do this, Sid. But if you do it, I can guarantee you, boom, 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 you got a client for life right here. Sid 45 Bach 2021 version. We are in. Are you selling styles? What's the IPO? If you could let me know on that one, we're going to be investing. Because we're talking about big time here, Sid 45. You're out there on the stock. You're on the shelves. People going there, like, what do I want to drink? I'm getting a Sid 45. That's right. It's the face drink of the best of the kind, but someone's saying it's the best in the world. Everybody says that. They're all there drinking it. Everybody's drinking the Sid 45. Bach. You can't. You can't do that. Make a Bach version. You know, sometimes, Sid, I really question, like when you get a great idea like that you don't just run to the drawing board. Sid pretty well. He's going to the Bach version. You just double the freaking alcohol. That's all you got to do. Leave it in for twice, I think. That's what you do. You're like, oh, I took it out after 3 weeks and it was good. Leave it in for 6. You got double at that point. You're blowing it out. I made a Bach Sid 45. You put it on the shelf. You make $1 billion. You're the first Sid 45 billionaire. If Future Mark was here, he would tell you, Sid, I've seen this episode. It is done. If you put your head down, it gets accomplished. Yeah, the Sid 45 train just takes over. And all of a sudden, across the friggin' land, everyone's drinking Sid 45. The Bach version. You're surprised. Like, Sid's the one who's most surprised. He's sitting there, he's like, I can't figure it out anymore. Nobody bought the regular Sid 45. They all went Bach. Everybody went Bach. The whole planet went Bach. They're like, Sid 45 Bach, Sid 45 Bach. And you're like a super billionaire because you listened. You listened to the guy who wasn't going to take your rupees. I'm sorry, we can't. That's why the guy gave them to you. The guy who gave you the rupees so he can get the Sid 45. He's like, I can't freaking do anything with the rupees anyway. There's a guy who takes rupees for Sid 45. Shoo, let me give him all the freaking rupees I got. This guy sent a quarter of his house was there. It was just all like filled with rupees. Just in the mail. 30 packages. Sid, how many packages did you get from him? I think it was 30. And yeah, there we go. Sid said there were 6,900 rupees per case. And he got 39 cases from that guy. Just for like, all he wanted back was 2 6-packs of Sid 45 for 39 cases of rupees. And Sid was like, yeah, no, cool. I got all these rupees. He didn't realize that rupees are friggin' garbage. Like, nobody even wants them. You can't even give them out to kids at Halloween. They're like, I got rupees. Parents throwing them back at Sid's house. Sid's got rupees all over his garden. People are like, wow, that's a really cool, like he's got this really cool landscape garden thing going on with art. Oh, what do you mean there's art? I don't know. There's all these red things all over. You freaking rupees? He's got rupees all over his lawn every freaking where. A couple of kids threw him hard. Put him, like if they threw him so hard, stuck in the side of the wood siding, cedar. So it's, it's a little softer. Rupees. And you got rupees in the siding now, looking like an old Keebler elf hut with all the rupees. And people walk by and laugh, chuckle. They're like, I don't even want to take him off the lawn. Let's just walk by and laugh at that guy who has rupees everywhere. The sad thing is that even though the entire property's filled with rupees now, where you could barely see any grass, all you see is rupees, you still go in the door, and as you open the door, friggin' rupees come out, just like pouring out of the house. You gotta go in like the old balls when you go to Hershey's Park, and you come down the slide, and it's just like a bunch of balls, and you're like, look, Mom and Dad, you're throwing the little colored balls around like the lady the other day with the fingernails, all those different colors, and you go, look at me. You're doing that in the house, kicking out rupees so you can just go in and grab a freaking glass of milk. You're like, I'll just need a glass of milk. Open the door. Out into the street. The kids are surfboarding on it. You got a hill. You live on a hill. What the hell is wrong with me? I just keep going with it. The rupees are pouring out of the house. You have a hill on a 3-degree pitch. They're starting to roll, right? Little kid comes down, 7-year-old. He's like the second coming of Tony Hawk. He takes the wheels off of his skateboard. He gets on them freaking rupees. He's going down the hill. He's going around. He goes around the freaking street like the pole. He's like this, right? He comes to the one point where you have to go over the curve, right? He ollies that curve like a champ. In the process, kicks up a couple rupees into Mrs. Robinson's light bulb. She was not happy. That was a special light bulb. That was Anderson Phillipson that made that light. And she's like, just keep in mind, okay? Rupees every freaking where. While this kid's coming down, you still hear it. It's coming out of the house. The kid's surfing on the rupees. Surfing. Ollies in the air. Kicks up. Rupees all over. Breaks the special light. It's my favorite light. She's pissed, right? The kid's up in the air. 7 flies through the air right at the same time. There's a little like a 16-year-old kid who's there smoking a cigarette. He's that kid, right? Who's like, I'm doing it. He's smoking a cigarette. He's got his phone out. He's TikToking it. Look at me, I'm smoking a cigarette. He realizes that this 7-year-old is the real TikTok star. Flips the camera. Yibbity yap. He's filming this kid right now. He's flying through the air like this. Rupees flying into Mrs. Robinson's special light. This bonehead over here with the cigarette. Right? 7-year-old's flying through the air. He kicks the board out to do one of this old like and land on his feet. It flies into this is the craziest part. Flies through into the air. Hits the mailman right in the nog. It just so happened that it was a movie being filmed that day. And that skateboard happened to hit Ben Affleck right in his head. The thing is, it really wouldn't have been difficult to hit him in the head, no matter where that skateboard was projected that day. It could have been in that direction, could have been in that direction, could have been up there, could have been down there. You're hitting freaking Affleck right in the direct part of the face. Like you're like, oh my goodness. 7-year-old splat right on Ben Affleck. A couple rupees right into Affleck. Doop, 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 right down the ground. He's like, that was like when I was Pluto and an asteroid hit me. Doesn't bother him at all, right? So, here's the thing. You feel really bad because you ran into him full speed. You're a 7-year-old, and he's your biggest, you're like, I love you, man. Like, you were awesome in Batman. You didn't realize his head was that big either, though. Like, that's the one thing as a 7-year-old. You did step back. You're like, oh, at first. And then you were like, oh, that's right. That's the guy from the movie. And then you're trying to figure out as a 7-year-old. We were kind of really impressed with the way your mind functioned, that you started going through the process of saying to yourself, how the freaking heck did they get that guy's head on camera? It must have been like a 7-camera job. Film it from enough angles and you can get one angle. Like if I take all of these angles and capture an Affleck, maybe I could concise it into a normal looking head. And that's what they seem to be doing in Hollywood. And that is what the 7-year-old figured out as he gingerly walked across the entire street filled of rupees because your freaking door is still pouring it out. All right, here's the crazy thing. You are standing there. You're looking at it. Sid, you're looking down the street as this kid does all of this. You're like, holy freaking cow, he ran into Affleck. And you said again, you're like, he ran into Affleck again. Because you thought you saw something like that in a dream. There's like a weird deja vu moment for you. You're like, he did it again. It was the first time, Sid. You should really need some rest. Anyway, so then you're like, oh, goody, goody. That's good because most of the rupees are out of the house now. I don't have to worry about that. I'm having a hard time with the exchange rate. You go in the door and you're still at 7 feet. 7 feet of rupees. You walk in and you're swimming in it. Pushing them out the door in the process just to try to make a freaking somewhat of a path to get some milk. I know. Sid, it's like... It's unbelievable. Why won't anybody just take your rupees? Take them off your hands already. I mean, like, you just want to go back to normal. Walk through your house and not have to, swim across the house. Rupee house. That's rupees. Really. That's where we are. That's where Sid is right now, Sid 45. Look, you wanted to have the production launch and do it before you had the currency situation figured out. Oh, we can't sell it to people in the U.S. We can't sell it to anybody but people from India. Oh, really? You're going to go put it in India for rupees? Okay, yeah, you do the rupee situation. Okay? Go ahead. Let me know how you're doing up there in Alaska when you get that freaking rupee in the mail. Oh, how'd you do? I got a freaking house full of rupees. Oh, literally? Like, what do you mean? Like a room? No, the house. Up to the freaking ceiling. I can't even go in there. How do you get your milk? I don't know. I still haven't figured that out. I'm opening the door, and I'm watching kids skateboard down the friggin' street. My neighbor hates me. She had this really cool light. No more. Yeah, a little kid ran into Ben Affleck. Right into the big for that part of it, right by the... Affleck just went like this. He didn't even feel it. He didn't know what happened, actually. He had his eyes closed for a split second. He's just taking a nap. And he's like, oh. He did one of those. And a poor 7-year-old, he's like splattered. Came out. Affleck! Affleck has a hard time hearing when you're that close to him. Because remember, when you're here, his ears are all the way the frig over there. Like, all the way there, and all the way over to friggin' there. Oh, he's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hold on, let me. What's that? Can you say that one more time? He's got to turn his friggin' head to hear anything you say. I'm sorry. It's just what happens when you're out there on the street with rupees in your house trying to kick him out of the friggin' house. Sid, just give it another 2 weeks. Get your manager to hook up the conversion rate. Sell it to U.S. customers as well. Sold out first night. He's like, I'm going rupees. Sold the friggin' complete stock out. He's like, I got 750,000, cases of this Sid 45. Sells it out, all rupees. Now he can't get his money back. He's like, can I get my 750,000 cases of Sid 45 back? Because your rupees are worthless. Sorry, buddy. No take-backs. No take-backs. You should have known before you made a deal like 2 6-packs for 3,247 rupees. That's a deal you have to live with now, Sid. I'm actually enjoying this Sid 45 right now while you're talking to me. We open them and if we drink it, each can, it takes us a week to get through. A sip a day. A sip a day, Sid 45. We can't, take too much in at one time. First of all, we could die. We don't ever drink. But the other thing is that we use it for our religious celebrations. So Sid 45, Bach version. We're doing that one now. I just want to thank you for it, Sid 45. And how are those rupees doing? Yeah, not too good, right? Old Sid. Sid 45. Get the greatest drink on the planet. It's the Bach version. Kick you in the friggin' Bach. I don't know what the hell that is. Some people like Beethoven. Other people like Mozart. Sid 45 likes Bach. Ooh, I just came up with the commercial. I want full credit. I want full credit for that one, Sid. Some people like Beethoven. Other people like Mozart. Sid 45. We like Bach. Boom! 8.4% alcohol by volume. By Menon. We did it. We did it by Menon again. Oh, goodness. So we wrote a couple songs tonight. 3 songs, I think it was. And then we had a couple funny moments there with Sid. How about that over there? Huh? And we have a good time? Guys, look, I've got the statue of the Freedom Tower behind me. So, look, we have tomorrow, Friday night, we're going to have Future Mark here to answer your burning questions about the future. So make sure you get them together. Don't forget, this starts at 10:30 on Friday nights. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And guys, who out there's bought the album? Has anybody out there purchased the album yet? I know we're seeing a lot, but has anybody picked up the album yet? It is so, I don't know, I'm really into it. But now we wrote a couple of new songs I'm excited about. I have to go back and listen to these. Jeez. I need an editor. I have too much content to go through. I can't get through it. Do you know I still have all the Batmark? I have all the Batmark and the Batmark and Hammerlin Jamison footage for Supermark versus Batmark 2. I just haven't had a chance to go through it and figure out how to add to it with Supermark, and we have to finish that movie. We got to do more Waterworld. We have to do more Jurassic Park, more Stuck on Mars. But these are just hopes and dreams. Right now we got to just do what we can freaking do. I'll show up and I'll drop you a piece of clip every day. That's what I'll try to do. Something every day to get you going. And then obviously every night we'll be here at 10. So if you don't get a notificazione, just show up. Get over here at 9:30 at 10 o'clock. Be like, I think he's going to be on soon. Yep. I'm there. We're here for 913 days in a row. I can't believe it. It's like every day is just like a day, but then I'm like, geez, 913. We're really closing in on this 1,000. Whew. I really wish it would be a thing I could... September 26th. September 26th is the 1,000th day in a row of Renaissance Man. It would be really awesome if I could figure out how to do a live show somewhere. Stream it, but a live show. So anybody who could come could actually join me, have a chance to do a meet and greet. I'd love it to be outdoors somewhere. That would be amazing, you know? Set up in a field. Oh, like get a small stage, just set it up, get some speakers. Somebody get some speakers, and I'll jump in the car. September 26th, I think it is. But that would be the perfect thing. I wish I had like a mini Woodstock, like enough land to go and set up and play for like 4 hours. Oh, it'd be awesome. Oh, a couple sneezes. I don't like that. I do have the fan pointed at me because it's kind of here in the basement, you know. Let me play you something real quick here, though. We're not done yet. What we got over there? Oh, there's so many songs that have just been, like, really exciting. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Let's see what we have here. Content. Wow. I got the Nitro. It was cool. That was yesterday's tune. Sunday night was fire. Don't cross my yard. Oh, don't you cross my yard. Just some good stuff, guys. Back to the Future Mark, of course. Till the world stops spinning. Let me play you this real quick. This is on the album. It's called You Only Get One Moment. Don't forget it. Let's see. Come on. There we go.
Sunday night, and the stars are out tonight. A long weekend come to the close now. Wake up to see another week to begin. We got to make something happen. No sitting back and waiting for. Cause you never know when your time comes to an end. So send your light out into the world and make the world a better place. And send your light out into the world, into the world. And sometimes we can't even figure it out. Oh, it makes me want to shout and scream at the top of my lungs. Oh, look down. Oh, and I will feel alright again today. I wonder why the world is passing me by.
So I'm going to show, I'm going to blow a light out into the world. We're going to make a change, yeah, me into the world. Blow out the darkness with light. Oh, we're going to rise above the hate. Nothing can stop it if we decide to come together. If we come together, come on, come on, oh, let's drown the rhetoric, let's come together now. So when you wake up tomorrow, how you gonna look when you're tired? Are you going to look back, look forward, or stay centered on the moment? You only get one moment, that is. So let it breathe, let it breathe. Don't leave it behind. Oh. No, don't let your moment go. Don't let your moment go. No, no. Oh my goodness, that is a tune right there. How's everybody doing out there? Did that one message go through the chat, or did our goggle moderator take it out? Let's see. I'm going back to see. Or maybe one of our awesome mods got to it. I don't know. It looks like it's not here. Someone made a silly comment that I was going to address, but it doesn't look like it made itself in there. Mark, we do need to brainstorm what we'd like to do for the 1000th special day. Wouldn't it be pretty cool to find a location to do a show, to build some piece together, and try to see if we can maybe we do like a multi-stream. Everybody goes live on their phones from the location. Hey, this is where we are. Come on down, you know, and generate a 1,000 day special. And then really on day 1094, that's going to be our New Year's Eve on the 3rd year. So that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have to do something for that as well. About 100 days, less than 100 days after the 1000th day. But I am very much open to ideas, for sure, on what we can do in order to join and kind of have a little hangout, a jam, you know. But this was another good show, especially the beginning, guys. You missed a song called, you know, like Fight Back, or like we need to fight back. It's like we need to come together and stop this old garbage about hate. It's ridiculous. Jason, my brother, I'm glad you made it back. But I do want to say, even though it doesn't look like it made it into the chat. There's no room in this world for people judging others on their skin color. There's no room in this world for people putting themselves on a higher level than others just because they have money or something like that. Like, we are here together. We should be helping each other. And at the end of the day, I see the color of the light coming out of people. That's it. If someone's not nice to me, I don't care what the color of their skin is, they're not my friend. If someone has a smile on their face, they're my best friend in the world. So skin color is BS. People out there that are holding on to that and saying everything's racist, they're the problem. When you talk about race all the time, you become the problem. You create a problem because you put it in the forefront. Everybody starts thinking that everything's about it. It's not. I was born in 1978. My father came here from Portugal. My father happens to have a darker complexion. He dealt with a lot of the garbage that happened in the 60s because he was here as an immigrant. We were born to grow up and believe that we're all the same, and also to treat each other fairly, and also you treat people the way they treat you. I have a song called The Truth. The line is, you give it to people the way you want it back. I don't care what your skin color is, I'm going to give it to you all love, all light, because I'm hoping I'll get that back from you. Give it to people the way you want it back. So, whenever you start having doubts, whenever you start saying to yourself, maybe I have a problem with this, start thinking about how you can be the solution. Maybe you could send some love in that direction and say, look, can we talk about this? Start doing more talking. Let's stop fighting. Conversations, a very, very quick thing to have. I used to think it was an interesting dynamic. You could either be somebody who fights with your fists or somebody who can verbally joust. I preferred when I was younger to not get into fist fights. I wanted to have a conversation, and if I was wrong, I would admit it. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. But most times I was able to express myself and explain why I wasn't wrong. And that's where you are able to at least debate. And we can't do that anymore. We should be able to debate. Healthy. It's healthy to debate. It's healthy to have conversation. It's not healthy to be censored. And for people to say you can't ask questions. Being from this country, one of the beautiful things about going to school here, is you had the ability to ask questions. If you were curious, they'll give you the answer. Now, if you ask questions, they shut you down. Terms are wiped from the internet. It's a lot of weird stuff. And it starts to make you question a lot of the narrative. And, like they're forcing certain things. It's like, man, I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. I just don't like when someone's forcing something into my arm. I don't like that. I don't like the way it feels when they're telling you that, oh, you got to do it for your civic duty. Excuse me. My civic duty is to not have an autoimmune disease in 3 years because of something that I threw in my arm because you said I had to do my civic duty. How about you do your civic duty? And then you go over there. I'll be here all alone in my freaking basement if I have to. But I'm not throwing that thing in my shoulder. Oh, well, you gotta get on a plane. I'll drive. Oh, it's across the Atlantic. Well, then screw it. I'm not going. Tell him to pound sand. You have to force something in my arm. Excuse me? I can't believe that Fauci's still walking the streets. I can't believe that President Gio hasn't gotten his. What is going on with this world? The villains of the world walk the streets. And they're championed here in this country. Oh, I think that this is what we should do. Really? Why don't you do gain of function too? You thought that's what we should do as well. Remember? You're like, yeah, we should do gain of function. You freaking did it. Yeah. It's a bunch of crap, Mike. Do you know what I mean? So, bottom line is this. I just want to get to tomorrow. I want to put on another show for you guys. I want to stay healthy. I want to be here as many days in a row as I can. Let's hope that is something that's possible. Let's hope that I'm able to stay away from this manufactured, man-made thing. And I'm not interested in putting an operating system in my shoulder. Thanks for coming out. Oh, Bill. Oh, I'm going to go in there and change the settings. Oh, you are, Bill Gates? You're going to go in there and change the settings? on unit number 5963244, which is me, Mark Pires, 5934644. Oh, look, I'm going to do this, and Mark. We know he wants to. He doesn't like the impression that Future Mark does of Bill Gates. He's like, I got to go after the guy. Next time he time travels in, I'm going to get him. Mama, Melinda. He's like, maybe I can get her back. Maybe I can get Melinda back if I do this to Future Mark. Because then she knows that I'll be safe, that the disclosure won't take place against me in Epstein Island. Look it up. It's hard to find, but it's there. It's everywhere. Like, seriously. Like, I'm going to leave this information with this guy on my kids, and let's do it. Good for him. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh, you mean Dr. Gates? Oh, I'm sorry. No, Dr. Gates is good. I'll let him do it. Dr. Gates. Oh, no. No, he's not. No, Bill Gates is not a doctor. Some university gave him a doctorate. We got an honorary doctor. He's an honorary doctor, okay? He doesn't have a scalpel. He doesn't do anything, okay? You think he's walking around with a stethoscope? I don't think so. I don't think he's walking around with a stethoscope. I think he's there. He's walking. He's walking around like a frigging goon. Or he's got nude parties at his house. That's right. He's there right now. Take a skinny dip in the pool. Dead on. That's what he sounds like. I'm sorry. So tell us, Mr. Dr. Gates, how can we overcome this horrible pandemic? Are we going to be able to break through this terrible disease? Can we get through? Well, of course, if you take the Moderna. If you take the Moderna, you're going to be freed. Ugh. Moderna. It's a freaking operating system, I found out. Yeah, not even a Vaxaroo. Like, you think you get the Vaxaroo, at least I'm like, yeah, I'm good to go. Nope. No, you don't get the Vaxaroo. No, Vaxaroo is not a thing. No, they didn't do a Vaxaroo this time around. No, they were like, let's make an operating system so we could change this person's thing, and then they could be deceived. Okay, thanks. Deceived. We've been deceived enough by Bill Gates. Thanks for having that. Oh, largest farm owner on the planet, William Gates. Oh, really? That one? The doctor? He's not a doctor. No. You gotta know. Hang on a minute. I'm not sure what advice you're asking to give, Massey, but that message to you was to you before. So you were the ex. Again, I think the idea that is missed here is racism is learned. Someone taught either you or someone else to be racist, you know. But that's not something that we even, you know. Like I hope you found the show tonight for the first time. This show is about us as souls coming together. Our skin color does not exist. It's something that our eyes perceive. But inside, if you close your eyes, we all sound a certain way and we have a light coming out of us. And if we speak with our heart and we believe that we can change the world with our actions, we can. But I refuse to believe that people are inherently racist, because they're not. I love every soul on this planet. I've been here for 913 days in a row preaching the same message. We are here to effect a positive change one person at a time. And in a world where everyone wants to destroy you, we're here to lift you up. And nothing will stop that message. I'll be here every day forever, hoping someone new shows up and realizes there is a platform that welcomes me. There is a platform that I can go and be free. And I don't have to worry about hate, because it doesn't exist here. Racism doesn't exist here, because it's a fictional thing on this show. This show, we're about positivity, we're about live music, songwriting, and original comedy. That's it. No politics. That's over. I did it last year, but no more. Now we're just here every day to remind ourselves that the moment is powerful. It's much better than the BS that they're shoveling down our throats. I hope to meet Massey. I hope to meet Pamela and Jacqueline, Sid, Verte. Because we're stronger together. And one day, when all of this is over, perhaps that'll be. But I'll tell you what, every single day, I'll be here sending love and light unconditionally out to you and to everybody else. Because I've been doing it for 913 days in a row without getting paid. I'm not going to stop if I ever do get paid, which I don't ever expect to happen, but if I ever am able to transition over from my real estate business, which I saw your note about that earlier, real estate's actually a great business. I've been selling real estate for 13 years, and I still do that very well. And I'm good at, this is something that I built homes for 13 years with my father before selling real estate for 13 years. Now I'm on this Renaissance Man show. It's 2.5 years into a 13-year cycle. I don't know. There's 13 of construction, 13 of real estate. Now we're into, who knows? But we grow, we evolve. And so the thing is, I would explain to you, no matter how old you are, you could be 70 years old and you may not have arrived yet. There's something that you will uncover at some point in your life, and hopefully you uncover before it's all over. But there's a connection to something powerful that you have. Each and every one of us have it. I can't tell you how you discover yours and how you connect to it and how you bring it to life. But I can tell you I found mine. And now I show up every day and I write songs. And I allow some spirit of some sort to connect and allow these words to fly out of me that have never been heard before. Music that's never been heard before on a daily basis. Some people show up and they play covers. They show up and they play songs they wrote. I've written 150 songs prior to doing what we do now. I could play those 150 songs anytime and just play songs for you. Oh, here's a song called I Adore You. Here's a song called You. Here's a song called Drift Away. But instead, every day we pick up the guitar and we see what we can do. And to me, I love that challenge. It's produced 78 songs this year on iTunes. Go to iTunes, just type in Mark Pires. 78 songs so far. July, another 13. We have 91 more songs are coming this year from me. I haven't even written them yet. We wrote through three the last 2 days, though. Because I don't show up and say, great, I released 6 albums this year. I'm done. No, I got an album to put out in 3 weeks, guys. I already started. We wrote 3 songs in the last 2 days. I just put out potentially the best album of my life. The 6th album, every song is a hit. In my mind, they're great songs. There's no misses on that album. And then there's a beautiful instrumental for the end of the night. And it's like it's song 8, but still, it's such a beautiful song. Anytime you need to it's called The Stress Reliever, and it is the ultimate instrumental. It's just 2 guitars. But the album is popping. And instead of me being like, yeah, let me go out on the road and promote my new album, I'm like, I got to get the new album out, guys. In 3 weeks, we got a 7th album coming out. I do things weird. I realize that. Like people, oh, well, you got to let something breathe. We're going to put out a song every 3 months. We'll get 3 years out of that album, and then we'll put out another album. You kidding me? I'll put out an album a month. Catch up. 78 songs. And counting. I'm not slowing down either. I mean, if I show up and something comes out, we gotta release it. I mean, there are nights that nothing happens, But tonight, think about that. We wrote 2 songs, and then I broke a string. And I said, how cool would it be if I could write a song right now? This would be the most impressive thing I've ever done. To me. Because Bob Marley did that. Wrote a song broke a string, and then he still was playing music. I'm like, what is he playing? Why didn't he just change his string? I don't have it. I didn't have another string. So we tried something, and then we wrote a freaking amazing song called Fight Back or something like that. I don't even know. You got to roll back and listen to it because I don't know what comes out. This is it. Don't breathe. So don't breathe. Don't breathe. Oh, don't breathe. Oh, it's late at the night. Now the moon is shining down. And the clouds are starting to part. Don't breathe. I can see you. So don't breathe. Galaxy is in front of me. Don't breathe. I'm wondering if I can breathe. Oh, there. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Out of the night into the day. No, don't breathe. 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 Oh, don't breathe. 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 loving. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Oh no, don't breathe. It's too late to open up your lungs and take a breath, 'cause it's don't breathe. Toxication, taking a breath. Don't breathe. Thing around you meant to take you down. So don't breathe. Don't breathe. Oh, don't breathe. Yeah, yeah. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. That's a cool tune. That'll be dropped tomorrow. Gerald, how are you, buddy? Anna, thank you so much. VW, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Really, really appreciate how amazing you are. Good to see you, Gerald. We are here 2 hours and 5 minutes in. 12:22 is a good time for us. A little 222 action going on over there. I do hope that you guys will join us tomorrow when we rock the friggin' house again. And we're going to do a little Back to the Future Mark. Yeah, Future Mark's here from the year 2769. So, Gerald, you should come by. You ask some questions. You could be like, hey, Future Mark, what happens in the year 2030? Do they get that thing done where they bring the population? And I'll be like, yeah, I'll tell you all about it. All you have to do is tune in, and Future Mark will give you the info. He does tell you all about the 2034 dossier. I don't know if you know about that one, Gerald. The 2034 dossier, some really serious stuff happens that year. So stick around. Tomorrow, we're going to get into that one. Future Mark, he'll be here. He's coming through Black Hole. That's how he travels in and out of time. He can't go forward in time, only backwards. And then he can go back to his original time. But he can't go forward beyond 2769, only to 2021 and between. You know what I mean? So sometimes he'll pop on at like 2216. He's like, oh, I'm here right before the Great War of Cascadia. And you're like, what the heck's that? You don't want to get into it. But it is something that you can learn on Emergency Management Associates by my brother Ron. He will tell you all about it. And that's what we've known about the Cascadia. Yeah, we'll get into that one next time. But here's the thing, guys. Remember that we will be back tomorrow. Just like we're doing every night. Yeah, we show it the frig up. If you can't show up, I don't know what to tell you. But I will pop this on the screen here. There are 6 albums out in the world right now. And when you buy an album, you support the show. And I worked very hard on these songs. By work hard, I mean I show a freak up every single day. And I bring that guitar out, and we make some magic happen. And then I take them and I make albums. So, new songs that the world gets to appreciate, they need to appreciate them. I need you guys to share them. I need you to let people know they exist. Because when we see a song like Stop the Hate and 138 people on the planet have listened to it so far on YouTube, that's a problem. That is a problem for a song that could really make a change. I don't even want to look at what We Are the Change, my song We Are the Change, with how many views that's had. Because that's like, We Are the Change. That should be millions have seen that. Nope. But the music that we're writing here is societal change music. This is music that should bring us together. And if people hear it, they will come together. They just don't know it exists. So, if you can, let people know. There's someone setting a world record right now. I'm pretty sure nobody's ever released an album a month. We're on chart to do that. 6 down, 7 to go. Releasing 2 in December, don't forget. A Christmas album. We're going to write some Christmas songs this year. So, tomorrow, join me for another live creative session here on Renaissance Man, where we get into what's really going on in the moment. And Anna and V-Dubs, thank you again so much for your donaciones. It's totally amazing. Can't thank you enough for the support. Really, really mean it. I think you're supposed to be able to see it in the daytime when the comet. Oh, yep. Future Mark will tell you all about the comet tomorrow. All you got to do is tune in. So what I would say is this has been another awesome show. And Anna, Sydney, Sid45, Jacqueline, Gerald Yates, my friend, good to see you. It's awesome to see you always. Pamela, and V-Dubs. So good to see you. I very much look forward to tomorrow when we do it all over again. So, until then. Verte, my friend. It's Mark Pires. It's Renaissance, man.